Hi, I'm Mike at Cleveland Aircraft Tool. I wanted to talk to you about our hand rivet squeezer that we affectionately call the main squeeze. The main squeeze was designed with three different features in mind. First, we wanted it to be lighter than any other hand squeezer on the market, which we accomplished by making it 30% lighter than any other hand squeezer. The second, we wanted it to work with standard pneumatic yokes that have been made since the 1950s. Yokes are very strong, very reliable. They don't flex, so the rivets don't tip. And then the third thing, we wanted it to be easier to squeeze than any squeezer on the market. This squeezer takes 65% less effort than any other hand squeezer on the market. So to change the yokes, we use these quick change pins, which are designed with an O-ring to retain them. You just push them halfway out, pull the rest of the way, pull the yoke off, and put the other yoke on with the pins. It has an adjustable ram so that you can change the gap here. It's threaded with a 32 pitch thread. Rivets come in 32nds of an inch, so one rivet size is one complete revolution of the ram, and you're set up to go with your next size. Half rivet size is just half a revolution. So as you're riveting along and come up with the next length of rivet, you just give it a half turn one way or the other, and you can keep going without having to test any. So let's take a look inside. Inside you'll see that we have a couple moving parts. It's all machined from solid, aluminum for the frame, the handle, and the ram link, as we call it, and steel for the cam link. And this gives us steel to aluminum to steel to aluminum, which works very well for the bearing surfaces. We inject grease through these ports here and here, which greases these sockets with a permanent high pressure grease that works for the life of the tool. The side plate, or the pin, sits in a bronze bushing that's in the side plate and in the main frame opposite of that, which allows the articulation of the handle, which pushes on the toggle link mechanism, which develops the force at this point here, pushing on to the ram 3,000 pounds of force. From this point to this point is to get more length more travel in the ram so that it makes it easier to change the dies and sets. If you watch the cam and the way that works, right here it turns around, and from here to here is where it develops pressure. So the working area is from here to here. And this cam is developed in such a shape that most rivet squeezers, as you squeeze them, you'll notice that it gets harder and harder to squeeze as the rivet collapses. So the shape of this cam in here accounts for that, where you feel a continuous squeeze all the way through, rather than having it easier at the beginning and popping your knuckles trying to finish it at the end. So you may have heard the mantra, strong, light, cheap, you can only pick two. So here at Cleveland with our hand squeezer, what we've done is we've tried to balance those choices. We've made it as strong as it needs to be to set 1/8 inch aluminum rivets. We've made it as light as we possibly could to make it comfortable. And then we've tried to keep the costs down. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and ask them. Thank you.